Hi guys, Bob from PABrewNews. Got one here I've been sitting on for just a little bit, not too long. This is St. Bernardus Abt 12. Pretty sure it's a Belgian quad. It's not a Trappist. I don't think they're classified Trappist, but I really don't know. Or maybe they are considered Trappist. One of these breweries that I was pretty sure was Trappist, actually I don't think is actually classified. Pretty sure Rochefort is. Don't know about these guys. 10% alcohol by volume. This is a product of Belgium, of course. Serve at 52 degrees-ish, you know, that kind of thing. See, there's certain beers you're supposed to serve at a certain temperature. 52 to 56 degrees. Right, Eric? Not your 34-degree fridge? I know some people like to drink their beer cold. Because, for God's sakes, if you're drinking American crap, cheap knockoff Euro lager, please, by all means, drink it as cold as possible because it's horrible. And you're supposed to drink it that way so it masks all the bad characters. But all you're doing is you're doing yourself a disservice by ruining good beer by drinking it too cold. Anyway, there you go. Enough of that. Battery's dying. Shit's going down. I don't really care. There it is. There it is. Now that's the problem with Belgian ales. That is the problem with Belgian ales. You give them too much of a fucking stir up and they do that. Don't really care though. Don't really care though. Loving life. Shit's going. Well, I said shit was going down. I'm telling you what, these overcarbonated beers, man, shit's going down, son. And you know, I will give a kudos to that though. Super chilling beer in a refrigerator will nullify to a certain extent overcarbonation problems. So you know, I'm not being a total douche tool. It does have its merits, but the only problem is you actually ruin the taste of the beer. I don't really mind it. This is another one where the sedimentation is just not so good. It is super, super chunky sedimentation. I'm trying to stir it around. Really, Belgian ales aren't really my thing. I just really haven't found too many that actually wowed me as much as people like to claim they wow them. Especially with this huge, massive sedimentation. It's just kind of, you know, basically looks like someone just chopped up some coffee beans and just dumped it in the bottom of your thing. That's not really good. Kind of uncalled for, actually. Let's get some nose on it. Yeah, a lot of brown sugar, a lot of caramel and dark fruits working away. We got that red apple peel going on. Yep, I want to say a little bit of a clove smell too coming out of there. Interesting. Let's get a taste on it. Cheers. That is nice. Carbonation is not overbearing in your mouth. A lot of sweetness. A lot of sweet caramels, a lot of sweet sugars, beet sugar types of sweetness. You got the brown sugar, caramel, burnt toast, burnt bread. Wow. A little bit of floral booze in there working away, but it's a big old beer. That's working nicely. You're getting that red apple kind of even that center juice, that center flesh of a red apple coming through now. So there's even more of a back end red apple. Oh, it's nice. Really smooth. It's got a nice thick meat. It's a medium body, but there's some sticky viscous kind of qualities going on too within that medium body. And boy, that's a lot of goodness. I mean, this is not a bland beer. And it's not a rushing kind of like over the top beer either. This is really smooth. Yeah, you got kind of woody notes a little bit in there. That earthy, there's a little bit of earthiness going on. Nice. There's a lot of nice brown sugar. There's hints of raisins. Yeah, the start for me, it does finish with a little bit of floral kind of bitey booze, but a lot of caramel mixing with that brown sugar. Muscovado sugar, I think some people call it. But there's beet note sugars, so you have that little bit of that beet juice, beet sugar sweetness, and raisins. I want to say I'm pulling a little bit more of like a prune or a fig out of there, but I'm really so light, can't even talk about it. Raisins more so than anything. Yeah. Besides the mess on the floor, or on the table rather, which I'm sure got to the floor, very nice beer. This sedimentation is just too crappy for me though. I hate this. I hate the look of this beer because of the sedimentation. Massive. I mean, you swirl it around as much as you want to. I don't think that's going away. It's still kind of there, so that's a downfall. The overall look. But big alcohol legs sticking around, browns, muted ambers. Big nose, big flavor, big taste. I think this is a very good beer indeed. I really do. So, I mean, I like it so much taste-wise, the enjoyment-wise. I was going to knock it down a full point for the explosion, the other from the big sediment chunks. I'm only going to knock it down, well, half. I'm going to give it a 9.5 because really, it's really good. 9.5 for St. Bernardus Abt 12. Just giving Eric a little shit there in the beginning, so that was pretty funny, especially because it came all over me. It really did. This has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers.